Yes.
Ziti, maybe we can shift gears, but I know you'd want to have a word on this. But looking at your pet project, and that is women football, and we have the Rising Starlets actually in camp gearing for the World Cup qualifiers. Are they able to go all the way to bag a ticket to the World Cup showpiece, that is the under-20? Ziti, I want you to chime in here, looking at that preparations. Probably even before going into the nitty-gritty of the tactical formation, what's your thought on that call-ups, the list of the call-ups so far, and probably how do we have the best preparation for the girls as they gear for this campaign?
You know, when you talk about the under-20, meaning that the squad that was there, of course, a lot of people have already turned into 21 years, and a lot of others maybe in 22 years, mostly 21 years, or others maybe in Ndakwisha, so they have to check on their ages first. So meaning that we have to have players who are 18 years, 17 years, mostly maybe from high school coming for the Rising Starlets. But again, talking to the coach said that he's going to use the four main, that is the mental, physical, and state of the players, and to choose who they're going to present the team, because we're going to play again with Tanzania for the qualifiers. Again, I think it's two games with Tanzania for qualifiers. But I believe in Coach Jackie, because he has proven to us once, and we know he's going to prove to us another point again. And he has been doing very well with the Rising Starlets, and new names have come up, of course, from even the previous school games. But all in all, let us give Coach Jackie time, because he knows how to handle these girls, and she knows what to do, she knows who to play where, and she knows the team very well. So even I remember during the school games, I think there are a few coaches who went to watch the school game matches there, when it was happening. So I know she understands the girls very well.
And we're facing familiar foes, if I may use that word, right now between Kenya and Uganda and Tanzania, rather. There's a lot of stake, apart from our political rivalry, which now we spill into social matters. And the thing that who is the bigger team, who is the better side? I don't know. Isia, what's the wing skill? Kenya versus Tanzania in this qualifier?
I think that Jacqueline and her squad have a very enormous task and a very noble task to make sure that they protect us from the shame that now the Tanzanians have been bringing us when it comes to football, or forcing on us, you know. Because you look at AFCON the other day, they were in Morocco, we were not there. You look at what happened with the under-20 men, of course, under-17 the other day. So we need to make a statement here. And sometimes we have seen when our boys are not doing so well, sometimes the girls have salvaged the situation. Our situation. Our face, they have covered our face. So you understand? I think there's a lot of work to do. But let me say this, that we have, when you play at the World Cup level, under 17, the expectation is if there is good transition to under 20, then you have a very good squad. Because that is what we had, the junior starlets played at the World Cup. Santo Domingo. So the expectation is that if those players, a good percentage of them is kept in the under-20, they're supposed to be, you know, somewhere. Maybe I give them an upper hand over Tanzania. But again, also we have to appreciate that within the ladies' football spectrum in this country, there's a lot of competition. And so the onus is on the coach to make sure that we get the best of the best for that category, because there's a lot of potential. I have been looking at the kind of synergy we now that we see within the national teams, the women national teams, from the senior, under 20, under 17, and I think there's something that the coaches are doing, you know, and like Zita mentioned, Jackie, with the support that we see, she should be able to come up with a good squad that can fight against Tanzania. Maybe you allow me, Swila, to mention very quickly. My worry is that even as we talk about the under-20s and the forthcoming fixture against Tanzania, people are very silent about the senior team, Harambee Starlets. After the draw that happened in Rabat the other day, and our head coach Beldin was there, even conducting the draw, very little has been done, very little has been said about preparation for the team. for starters, by the time the draw was being done, the host of that tournament, Morocco, which will be happening just a few months from now, 2 months, were already in camp. And we're in the same group with them, Morocco, Algeria, and Senegal. I heard the coach saying that she believes Kenya has what it takes even to beat even the hosts. But the secret is in preparation. So as we take care of the under 20s, I challenge the leadership of FKF also to take care of the big girls, because that will be very critical.
If I can chip in,
in a minute.
I understand that they may be headed to France for a 5-week training program. If it's so, then that is very, it will be very good, because it will increase the competitions and perhaps the environment.
Among the
they'll
girls.
be able to even acclimatize, because Morocco, Morocco, I understand, is not, their weather is not same like ours. They experience winter like Europe. Their proximity to Europe is almost the same. So it will be a very good training ground, and our ladies can be able to concentrate without disruptions of electricity. In your stadium, I understand, we've not been having water and electricity.
Yeah, and Munyendo, on that, I know that is a very different topic, but it's also important to mention that you are a lawyer and you know some of these things. One of these days we ask you whether our national team coach, Harambee Starlets, has a contract and how she's paid, because she's going out to AFCON.
I mean, not be privy to that.
That's a different ballgame. But I want us to wrap this and move to a quick point. Steve, real quick, what must we address heading to Tanzania? Because there's no margin for error. We beat Ethiopia in the preliminary, and of course, this is a two-leg fixture. Zita, I don't want to board the plane to the World Cup, but what must we really do to get it past to fly past the Tanzanians?
If there is one side that has always given me very big hopes, the Kenyan girls have done it all the way from the grassroots, all the way up. I think, and I pose it to the men, they should emulate our girls. The girls' football team is the first one to qualify for the World Cup, even as our boys continue to mark time and backtrack. I'm 100% sure that upande wa kina dada against Tanzania hawatatuaibisha. That one I'm 100% sure. We'll beat them home and away. Very confident with the girls, because if you look at how they are brought up, look at their structures from the under-17s all the way to 20, then feeding into the Harambee Starlets that Isia has been talking about. These are teams that give us confidence. And if there is one thing we will always remember, the former FKF president, Nick Mwendwa, is laying down of a very serious and solid platform of women football in Kenya. But again...
On the same, sorry for cutting you short. I want you to answer this in 30 seconds. Why is it that our girls tend to do better than the men? Is it that our girls are more talented? What magic are we doing in women football that's not there in the men's football? Now,
if you look even at how the girl child is performing in Kenya, even in education, they tend to focus more on the goal than the boy child. Sometimes we get distracted, but the girls have their eye on the ball. But again, even as the foundation was laid, and if I can add on what Isia has said, where are the structures? Look at the Women Premier League in Kenya. How much do they get at the end of the season? Nothing. They are fighting. Actually, the guys are doing it for passion. Our men's team, they get too much, but they let us down on so many occasions. Our guys, they get nothing, but look at what they do from the club level. In fact, what we are talking about, the struggling of Gor Mahia at the Continental, Nairobi United at the Continental, FC Leopard at the Continental,
and Wakilis Police here.
And Wakilis Police. The girls, Vihiga Bullets, Vihiga Queens, did it at the inaugural Women's Champions League.
And you were there.
Our girls are doing it. So let us motivate where we can reap. You see, it's like uko na shamba in a very fertile place, but you are struggling to invest in a very dry place to produce something. Why can't we divert the resources and give our girls? Yeah?
Okay, we can hear from Zita first, then we wrap it.
As I think Shitera finished everything saying that there's a good structure for the girls team. Of course, there's a good structure even for the boys team. But again, if I ask you the under-20 that went to Tanzania, you can name even 2 or 2 players that you saizi wanacheza mpira ama wako wapi. You will not name it. But if for the girls who went under-17, you'll get them in these teams. They're playing in these teams. So there's something that the girls have, like the consistency in what they're doing. And the boys team, unajua atasema, saizi hata sichezi kwa team fulani, wamenieka bench or something. But there's something that the girls
so for you think it's a mentality amongst the girls?
Yes. And again, the structure and having these girls even in these big teams.
The structure is poor.
In fact, Zita just mentioned just what something very important. Zita mentioned something that is important.
You are talking of a coach that is here is raising whether she has a contract or
I am aware. I am aware she doesn't have. So
now see. So the structures are not proper for the women.
When Harambee Starlets was going to play in Algeria, the friendly, we had a girl coming straight from school and going straight to the national team.
Focus.
Yes. Not the first time or the second time.
Yes.
From 3, from 4 girls doing that. We have not, it's long ago since we saw that with the men's team.
Under 17, the boys walikuwa kwa academy moja, ama walichaguliwa kwa academy moja Nairobi ama wapi?
Okay, 30 seconds.
Yes, I know about the structures. You know, when we speak about structures, it's a bit vague when we keep on condemning what are the structures, what are the pitfalls of structures. Now,
does the national team coach have a contract?
But she's not my client. I do not.
No, but where is the vagueness?
How would I know?
It's not.
Please make your point.
So it is important to mention that the structures we are attempting to make the structures.
Yeah.
There is the league. One of the key indicators of structures is participation in a league.
What is the cash prize?
We have, of course, the cash prize is not really handsome. I have a team. We have a team which is
that a structure,
which is participating in the league. When they won last time, they were awarded 1 million. It is not enough as an incentive.
That's what the federation gave.
Yes.
You as an employer, what did you give these players as a motivation?
What I gave to them?
Yes.
That is, I cannot disclose here on the national team.
Come on, Wakili.
What did you do? What did you do? What did you do? What did you do to the? What did you do?
It's not hypocrisy.
What did you do to the? What did you do to their winning coach?
This is a world of.
We gave her a bonus as per her contractual bargain.
What was this bonus?
Do you want me to disclose?
Yes.
Go ahead.
No. It will be
But you are the one who is daring us.
Let me play the devil's advocate.
Hold on.
Wakili, I want you to respond to this.
I don't want us to
Let
be
me play the devil's advocate.
Yes.
It's not about emotional. It's about, they are raising issues about structures, about lack of professionalism, and probably lack of sufficient monetary rewards. Yeah?
Yes.
Here your girls sweat water and blood on the pitch and brought you the honors.
Unbeaten.
1 million came from the federation, which is a drop in the ocean. We all have to agree to that. Now, as an employer, you're telling us you gave some bonuses.
To the coach.
It's so measly, probably, and that's why probably you don't want to put it on the table.
Yes. No.
Like,
hold on,
if you
Zita.
ask how much girls, one of the girls being paid, the highest being paid, it's not even a half of the.
How much do you pay your highest
who is supposed to be paid even
girl?
in the men's team?
So let me be procedural. I'll start with him. How much do we pay?
The highest tier.
Quickest ones.
120,000.
And for the bonus?
120,000.
For the bonus?
For the bonus.
Winning bonus.
For the winning bonus, I will not disclose at this juncture. But for the coach, I have to be very categorical on this. The coach, when we were renewing her contract, she negotiated for a very better bonus. And because of the respect that I have for her, it is not important that I disclose this on national TV.
That's okay. Finally.
But the bonus was so
finally,
proper.
Finally.
That's okay. For the respect, it's fine.
From where you sit in the executive,
yes.
What needs to be done to spur the growth in women football?
I can only speak from an executive angle of Kenya Police. I do not sit in FKF's executive.
I'm talking about...
But you are talking...
Hold on.
On Saturday,
did you holistic picture, Wakili, in the interest of time, the holistic picture, what do you think needs to be done?
Did you see us unveil a new bus for the...
Yes, we saw.
Yes.
And congratulations.
Congratulations.
Is that something?
Congratulations.
No, it's a good...
Now,
where did it come from?
We are running out of time. holistically, from where you sit, and you've been in the game for long, what do you think needs to be done to spur the growth of the game?
There's a lot. Two things. We need a broadcaster. We need a broadcaster.
A serious broadcaster.
A serious broadcaster, broadcasting partner. If we may not even be able to get free not pay TV, let us begin with the free to air. That is one. Number two, we need to increase the incentives. And we also need to get a title sponsor or the league sponsor or a league partner. Because yesterday, there was an important joke, not an important joke, there was a joke going around. Bungoma Queens, or is it Bungoma Starlets, were playing against Trinity. And they could not, they were not able to put an ambulance, and the match did not start on time because
those are some of the challenges.
I'm the one who did the story during the unveiling of the
and of course,
president.
It's so heated here, and that's regarding women football. You can imagine what's coming up in the second hour when we're discussing the Devils and the Guns and all that. And on that basis, we're asking you the question of the day. After United beat Arsenal, do you think the Gunners can still win the title? That's the question of the day, and we want you to share your thoughts. We are going